In Allah's name. This is the fourth lecture in the series introducing the understanding of the Quran. The series is structured in such a way that we present the introduction to the Quran in the form of small questions, and then their answers, so that through these questions and answers, we can gain an introduction to the Quran. We are trying to understand the introduction to the Quran in various ways concerning the revelation of the Quran, so that we can comprehend it better. The question for today's lecture is, why was there a need for the revelation of the Quran? If I were to provide a brief answer, it would be that God granted humans autonomy, and without interfering with this autonomy, guidance towards the right path was provided to humans, and the Muslim community was also entrusted with the responsibility of being a middle nation. As I mentioned in the previous lecture, God, upon creating humans, appointed them as his vicegerents and granted them autonomy. However, over time, humans began to deviate and lost their original religion. However, in every era, God sent his prophets to guide these humans towards the true religion, and alongside this, he arranged for the guidance of humanity through the revelation of books. But why is this so? This is because God granted humans autonomy, and while maintaining this autonomy, he wanted to show them the right path, so that humans could abandon wrong behaviors and remain steadfast on the straight path. The question arises that it could also have been possible for God to force humans to adopt the straight path or correct behavior and destroy humans for their wrong behavior. But why did this not happen? Yes, if that had happened, it would contradict the autonomy that God has given to humans, making this world a testing ground for them, the results of which will be revealed in the hereafter. Therefore, for the logical conclusion of this test, God had certainly taken upon himself a task. What was that task? The task that God had taken upon himself was to arrange guidance and direction for humans, while maintaining the period of action and human autonomy. Therefore, God made these arrangements according to the demands of every era, and provided guidance by sending his prophets and revealing scriptures. These prophets continued to come to different nations and countries so that they could correct the discretionary behaviors of humans in a guided manner through the religion given by God. Their arrival continued for thousands of years, and their number was also in the thousands. They all had the same religion, the one that God had given to Prophet Adam, peace be upon him, in the world. At the time of appointing the Caliph, that is, the religion of Islam, they were all followers of the same guidance, meaning those eternal and everlasting principles of morality that were proposed for humans from the very beginning. They all had the same mission, which was to continue inviting people to the religion that God has given. Then, those who continue to accept this invitation should be organized into a community that always adheres to the law given by God, and whose identity is obedience and compliance with God's law. All these prophets fulfilled their missions in their respective times with great excellence, but it always happened that a large number of people were not willing to accept their invitation. However, those who accepted it and became part of the Muslim community gradually fell into corruption over time, to the extent that some of these communities strayed from divine guidance, that is, God's religion, completely lost it, and some even altered the commandments of Allah to suit their own purposes, that is, personal interests, according to their desires. Ultimately, Allah sent the last prophet in the line of guidance, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the land of Arabia. His audience included both the common people of that time and the corrupted followers of previous prophets. The aim was to invite all of them to the true religion, so that guidance and direction, by re-evaluating the work, this process can be completed, and those who accept this invitation can be gathered to form a community that not only establishes their lives, according to the guidance of Allah's system, but also takes responsibility for the reformation of all humanity until the Day of Judgment. Thus, for this great task of invitation and guidance, there arose a need for a book, which Allah Almighty delivered to us in the form of the Holy Quran through His last prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him. This was the necessity for the revelation of the Quran, which we are understanding in another way in lecture number 4. So, let us, through the true knowledge of the Quran and Sunnah, take practical steps to give humanity its identity and fulfill the demands of the revival of religion. However, by understanding the Holy Quran, may Allah Almighty support and assist us in this mission. To understand the Holy Quran, we have started an excellent series on Quran comprehension. I invite you to come and understand the Holy Quran through these short lectures. Share these lectures with your friends, like and subscribe to the channel, so that you stay connected with us regarding the understanding of the Holy Quran. Take great care of yourself. Allow me to take my leave. May Allah be your protector. Peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah.